We want to walk you through how to use ALLDATA Repair today. The website address for this is my.alldata.com/IP. And after you select the repair link, you will see a page like this. And there are years of vehicles here. You can see from 2024 down to 1966. And usually if you select the last few recent years, you're kind of limited on service information that the manufacturer will give you or allow access. But after about the fourth year on, it seems to be opened up a little bit better for you to see more information. For the purpose of showing you how to use this, we're going to select the year, and then we're going to select the make. This is one of our shop cars. And we pick on this one on purpose because it gives us a Stratus with a coupe or sedan, and you need to understand the differences between two-door and four-door. So our car is a four-door, and you can see the engine size here is a four-cylinder, and there's two six-cylinders. And again, we choose this because flex fuel vehicle, VIN T or VIN R. And if you don't know how to get this information, you count over 8 digits on the vehicle identification number. I'll give you the engine code, and ours is an R. So after we input that information, then it's going to give you some popular information here, some system and components that you can go through, and more information about the car from applications, locations of different components, wires, splices, grounds, service precautions for safety. This community repair is fairly new the last few years, and this allows a person to gather information for a code and quick fixes. And here's some ALLDATA fix finds that they've also implemented the last few years. But to make this easy, we're going to go up to this search bar up at the top, and we're going to type in what particular system we're working with, or maybe brake pads, for example. And I'm going to change the front brake pads. And there is step-by-step procedures, raise vehicle, remove the wheels. There's pictures on some of these. It walks you through on how to do the job correctly. And this is the same thing that the Dodge dealership will see in terms of removal and replacement procedures, what the pad thickness should be, how the brakes are installed, torque values down here, and the lug nut torque after you reassemble, and how to do the job correctly. So this is step-by-step procedures. There's specifications, there's procedures. If you are getting paid for this job, you can select the parts and labor category, and it shows you the front brake pads as 0.8 hours. And if I remove and replace a rotor, we are going to add 0.2 of an hour to remove and replace the front rotors. There's 0.2. So anyway, you would get paid an hour labor based upon these times. And this is for all the pad times. And basically you could use this at your business, or you can go through and learn how to fix things. So we'll throw in another option. Maybe you want to explore what the spark plug removal and replacement of spark plugs or spark plug specifications. Here's the links after you just type that up into the little search bar at the top, and you can see the service and repair. There's some codes for testing, gap, torque, these give you links so that you can see all of those applications. So in terms of ignition coil, where the spark plugs are directly below, these are the ignition coils. I'll show you a picture how to get to the spark plugs. There's some behind towards the firewall, behind the intake in the back of the engine. It also gives us the coil torque values in inch-pounds. So again, say you're replacing those spark plugs and I want to look up the gap because I need to properly gap the spark plug. This is the specifications in millimeters and also in inches. So I can set the spark plug gap correctly. And then if I want to go over the mechanical specifications, I torque that down to 13 foot-pounds or 18 Newton meters with your torque wrench. So this is a great resource that we want to train you with. Most shops have ALLDATA repair, and you can go in, and the easiest thing to do, instead of going through and trying to find the subsections, we just type in whatever we're looking for in terms of repair. Maybe I'm changing out a thermostat, and then it drops down everything in thermostat from service and repair procedures, filling, testing, if I want to test, and overview, description, operations, specifications. Say you're bouncing between vehicles, I just simply go over to this link where it says change, and then it populates my year, make, model again. If I want to go back to the previous vehicle, it keeps a history of all of the vehicles over here, and then I can just directly go back to my 05 Dodge Stratus. So this is, like I said, the go-to place, how to fix things, how to troubleshoot. Maybe I have an electrical problem. I go into diagrams. I go into original equipment diagrams. Maybe my tail light's not working. So if I go down here, where are my lights? I've got some turn signals here. In terms of courtesy lights, we will just go to turn signal lights, just for an example. And this gives us my wire diagram, the fuses, the switch, a flasher, the bulbs. And if it's hard for me to see, I can simply zoom in and see the different wire diagram here. So I would see that this has a fuse, a couple of fuses under the power distribution center and junction box. There's a flasher here. I've got a switch that's usually on the steering column. And then you can see the lamps here where it says to the lamps and the ground at the bottom. So understanding and how to go through a wire diagram to help you troubleshoot those items. If they give you multiple pages like this where they continue, well, this goes to the left turn lamp and the left turn signal lamp. There's a splice, there's connectors, grounds associated here, which again, gives you that resource to help diagnose some electrical faults or problems that maybe you're experiencing. So if we go back to the vehicle again, in terms of diagrams, we can look at fluid diagrams, automatic transmission with the type of transmission. These has our flow patterns with our shift, solenoids and clutches and bands and where the fluid is going, in the valve body where it's in reverse, where it's in first gear. So like I said, this is a great resource for you to go through. If your check engine light turns on, or there's a U code, which is communication codes, you can go into the P codes here, and it shows you, you just scroll down to the particular code you're looking for. The catalyst efficiency code, P0420, it gives you step-by-step tests on yes, no, as you go through. Did it do this? Did it do that? You then go to the little link, and then did it fix the repair? Did it not fix the repair? And you just kind of go through that troubleshooting tree to help you diagnose. Some of the things that would turn this code on, it says these are the conditions that would turn the code on to set the condition and some of the possible causes. So again, this is helping you into diagnosing your vehicle to make it run like it's supposed to and pass emissions. So if you have any questions or anything pertaining to this website, go through, experiment with it, look up things for your vehicle that you drive, your parents' vehicle, look up shop vehicles. We're going to be using this website quite a bit, and you need to be familiar with it to look up different specifications to help you in repairing the vehicle.